All right, ViPR aficionados, what we're going to do now is throw out a little challenge for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the versatility of some of these ViPR exercises and we're going to combine those into a CrossFit style workout. So what it's going to be is 4 rounds, 4 time of 10 pressing snatch balance, 20 squat thread the legs, 10 ViPR facing burpees, and I'll show you what all these movements are here in a second, and then finishing off with a 400-meter run carrying the ViPR. So one thing to consider before we start looking at these movements is safety. We want to make sure that the mechanics are there with consistency before we add intensity. So I just said how the movements are prescribed. We can always cut down on the distance run or the number of repetitions performed or the total number of rounds. Work within your capacity where you can have good movement patterns. So getting into it, the first thing we're going to do is the pressing snatch balance. So we're going to get this in a snatch grip. It's going to be racked behind the neck right there. My feet are going to be in the squat stance, and the standards of movements are that I press my body underneath the ViPR. It's not doing just a pure overhead squat. I'm going to press myself underneath doing a full overhead squat. Crease of the hip is below the top of the knee. My weight stays on my heels. I stand all the way, that's 1. Bring it back down, catch it with soft knees, press myself underneath for a second repetition, and stand, that's 2. So that's the pressing snatch balance. Next is going to be the squat thread the legs. So I'm going to transition to a neutral grip, holding it right here. And the key with the squat thread the legs is that we're loading properly through the hips, driving out powerfully, and for standards of movement, we want to get the top arm locked out before we change over. So what that's going to look like is I'm loading the hips, driving out through the legs. The top arm gets locked out as I bring it back over. Load the hips again. That'd be a 2nd rep, a 3rd rep, and so on, all the way to 20 on those or 10 per side. Then we're going to place the ViPR on the ground and we're going to do a ViPR facing burpee. What that's going to look like is I'm going to first place my hands on the tube, jump my feet back, hit a push-up, chest to ViPR, pop up on my feet, jump forward over the ViPR, laterally to the other side, to the rear behind it. That'd be 1 rep. When I start my next push-up, that'd be the 2nd rep. So hands on, jump the feet back, chest to ViPR, push up, jump the feet up, jump over, jump laterally. Careful when you jump behind. That's 1. And then I'd repeat it for a second 1. Then we finish off that first round with a 400-meter run. Now you can carry it any way you like. Neutral grip, suitcase grip, on the shoulder, or drag it, however you want. Just cover that distance carrying that load. When you get back from that 400 meters, you start round 2. 10 pressing snatch balance, 20 squat thread the legs, 10 ViPR facing burpees, and again, the 400-meter run. 4 total rounds. Try it out. You're going to love it.